Hello and welcome to my LiveSplit tutorial. In today's video, I'll be explaining how to use LiveSplit and how it works, all of this stuff. So, you're going to search LiveSplit in Microsoft. Now, I want you to know that this only works on Windows. This is the link right here. So, on Linux and from this other one, I think, yeah, Mac, and Mac, I think it works on Mac. I'm not too sure. Because I don't really have a Mac right yet. So you need to double click on this one. The version may be different because, if you're watching this later, but this is the current version in current day, so you just click on that. You don't need to double click. So, yeah, and that's good. So, you're going to go to our files, double click on the downloads. You're going to get after download too, like a mistake. So, you're going to right click on this one and edit anything. You won't get two, because I just did that before, but you can go to extract all. Make sure this is text show extracted files when completed. You can save this to wherever you want. You can go to extract, and wait for it to extract. Okay, so now you're going to have all of this useless stuff. You won't need any of this. You could get a bug by double clicking. You need to worry about this one. So just double click on it. It'll think of it. And then usually this may come up, but don't worry about it. Just put yes. You don't need this one anymore. Well, there it is. That's ready. So now that you have this downloaded, you're just gonna have this. You can make this look weird or ugly. You just make one like that. You can drag it and make it look like this. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, so then it's just a normal timer. So you're just gonna right click on it. You go to edit splits, the first one we're gonna go to. Then you're gonna go to your game name. You can do whatever game you want. But I'm just gonna do Breath of the Wild, for example. So this makes yeah, as you can see, this is a perfect example. It's not loading in. So that means that it's like not like really like loading in yet. So we need to wait a bit for that. Now you have this stuff. You can go to this, then this will automatically give you previous segment, splits, timer, title, the attempt counter. Well, I'll explain that to you later. For now, I'm just showing you this stuff all the time. So Breath of the Wild. So we're just gonna do Breath of the Wild. Okay, then Breath of the Wild. So then once you have this, you can do any category you want. So there's all these categories. I like doing all dungeons. I only did it once. I'll link my video where I did this all dungeon in the description if you want to see that. But I just do any percent because it's less settings. So you can start the timer at whatever you want. Usually, like, you do like -1.2. It'll do like a little delay. So then segment name. Now we're just gonna do like more advanced segments. Like not like it's harder to do in the game. So for example, stasis. You can do whatever, or you can just split them whenever you need to. I'll be explaining how you split later. Right, so it used to be like bombs, magnesis, things like that. But VLSS was removed from the game. So yeah, you just type in your splits here. I'll be explaining more of the splits later. Okay, so castle we're gonna do now. Lights. And do calamity again. And then the last one is Dark Beast Ganon. So yeah, you just type that in. So yeah, there you go. You have all the stuff. Now it looks like this. There's the icon. You double click on the icon box, and then you need to make sure it's like a PNG. You can just download it, which I'll explain how to do that in a second. But like, so it's just showing like your stasis. So you can do stasis. You can do cryonis, magnesis, bombs, paraglider. Castle, I can do the left. And for blights, so since I do all dungeons, there's not really any blight. Okay, actually we have wind blight, but I need to explain how you do, like how you get these files. So I'm not gonna use that one. So I'm just gonna put in these quickly, and now I'm gonna show you how you get an icon. So we can just close this for now. Just click on right here. Then you go to your Microsoft, and then we're gonna search. Oh yeah, so we can do the blights. So Thunder Blight is the hardest blight in Breath of the Wild. So let's do him. Why not? So Thunder Blight. We're gonna do the images. And then, yeah, so you got all these images, just right click on it, save image as, name it whatever you want. We'll just do Thunder. There you go, we're gonna save this as, I don't know, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna save. Now, I know technically it has no background, but it kind of does because it's like white. So we're just gonna fix that. We're gonna go to this link remove.bg. We're gonna go to upload image. We can do the latest one, which is Thunderblight. Double click on that. Then we just wait for this to do it. Once they all gone, you can go to download. You can go to preview. Because I think there's like more advanced version that costs money. I don't know about that, but yeah. So then we're gonna right click. That one doesn't cost money, like what I just did. Double click on the blights, and there you go. Simple. There you go. But yeah, it's simple. You just do that. Now you have the game time. You don't need to really worry about that. The additional info. You have the rules, which is pretty cool because it took us from speedrun.com. So region, you can do whatever you want. Mode, we'll do normal mode. Patch 1.8.2. Version, I just switch one edition, Amiibo. Let's just do, Amiibo. Most speedrunners do Amiibo. But I don't speedrun 80%. I do All Dungeons. So we should just switch, I don't know. Yeah, so. Then it will show these variables right here. Now, if you don't want these variables, we're going to go to edit layout, but first we need to check our settings. Now, these are hotkeys, like start split is like to split it, like so, but you can do whatever you want. I like to do start and split on space, reset, R, undo split on U, skip split, I like to do on S, pause on enter, and these are not as important, I guess. Global hotkeys are actually, I need to explain that to you because that's, I usually use it. Now, global hotkeys are like, they use them, like, kind of, like, they'll split better. Like, sometimes they won't split, which I recommend you doing a speedrun because I run speedruns, and sometimes they won't split, and sometimes it ruins the video. Like, my first video created, the All Dungeons ones, that one I had to redo a bunch of times because of that. So, I recommend you have them on. But it always splits, so that's a pretty bad problem. Like, I can literally just close it, I can just do split, and it'll already be going. Now, you can press space. Now, you can select whatever hotkeys you want. Now, we can go to undo split, U, boom. Skip split, S. It's very simple. We can just go undo split. Then, we can go to enter, to pause, and it pauses the timer. Then we can go to, just keep splitting. And then, boom, when it's blue, just like that, that means you're finished with it. So, gray basically means it's like the pause, the green means it's playing, and blue means it's finished. So, we're just gonna go to reset with R, because that's the one I chose. It's your personal stuff, so go to reset. Then you get this thing, it'll pop up, then you wanna update your times? Yes, please. So then it'll save all your times. That's pretty cool. Now, we're gonna talk more about how the splits work. So, if you do it a bit late, do 4. Yeah, so you see, like, if it's red, it kind of means like you're like below. And if it's like yellow, it means you're like you're like ahead of your personal best, previous segment, all of that stuff, which I'll explain to you later. Now the green means you're just above your personal best. That's it. So yeah, we can save it, then it'll get harder and harder every single time. So just go back to as splits. We're gonna change the attempt counter. Just do 1,000 for example. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So and now that's the splits. And you can also do a game icon, which you don't really need to worry about, but you can do one if you want. We just do yeah, we just do that one. Oh sure. But this is, you don't need to add this. Anyways, then it'll kind of like, cause you don't have space, sometimes it'll like do this. So I think I like making it like that, like this. I personally don't like the game icon, but I'll just do it anyways. So now I'm gonna go to edit layout. Now this is where stuff gets just to get good. So you can change the previous segment timer splits title. So I like to do this. Let's do the splits after that. Then I like to do the a timer, then detail timer to show your splits and your you can do a blank space too. Your splits and your like current like split time. For example, if I split this, you see the bottom one will just reset every time I split. So it's kind of like showing like the split segment. But yeah, you just put no if you want to save it. Now, this looks just a bit small, so we're just gonna drag this a bit. There we go. So as you know, it has variables. Now, if you want them to like stay there, you can get rid of them. You go to layout settings. You can go to title, and then go to show variables. Just untick that. I personally don't want to show them. Let's get back to this. Now, after the detail timer, I like to do a previous segment, and then after that, I like to do a best possible time. You're probably thinking there is no best possible time. You just go to run prediction. You double click on current pace, and you go to best segments. Your previous segment, like your previous segment, like yeah, that's basically what it means. Yeah, you see, it's just like the previous, yeah. So, there you go. But now we're gonna look more about the layout. So we can change the color to like the whole layout. So I like to do a solid color. You can do an image if you want though. So you could do like, you could do this, and then it'll show that. But that's personal preference. So we just do solid color. So with this color, I like doing like this. I used to do magenta for like speedrun. That's more for OBS stuff. And this is not a OBS video. This is a LiveSplit video. So that's red, and then title. We can go to plain. It's just do plain. Nothing really special. You can drag this all the way down. And yes, that's how you get the color. You can change it for like every single one if you want. That's just personal preference though. Now I like making my splits fat, so let's do it like there. I think that's good. So now you got them look like that. You can change your icons because then they're kind of weird. So you know, because the splits are big, icons are small, it makes no sense. So there we go. Detail timer, not too much really to worry about. You could like change, but yeah, not too much. The thing is that your size, if you don't like moving, holding it, that hurts your finger. You can just like change this, go up and go down. You can put a specific number. I'll just do the same one, the default one. What's that? It's not default, but the one that was a bit ago. But that's really about it for LiveSplit. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it.